everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the 49ers going up against the Colts.
And we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium, which opened back in 2008 here in the Circle City of Indianapolis, Indiana. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line with the San Francisco 49ers. And some room to maneuver. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Partner, is that what you call a quick hitter? That was actually a bolt of lightning, wasn't it? Right out of the gate.
And, of course, on the heels of him winning AFC Offensive Player of the Week 1 week ago. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that if they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and just like that, it's third down. Here's Locke. Eluding the pressure right. He can now a hit, and Locke lost the football. It's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
Yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick. Make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Second down following the run.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, here we go now. Please. Back down it up, Philly. Here we go. Gone.
They'll throw here. Beathard. They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jonathan Bostic from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter. Here's Beathard to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. On play action, they'll throw. And this is going to be incomplete. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And to give this time to the tailback. The 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
You know what's really hard for a big-time running back? It's patience. Being able to hang in there when the runs aren't there, when you're taking some hits early in the game. But this drive, he's come alive and in a big way. Now he's starting to gallop.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Just beating the play clock is locked. A dump off for Davis. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be third down. Out of the gun, Luck. And he's got it. And he's brought down. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. Third down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, and they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts are in for 6. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. A fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And coming up later tonight in the NFL, we'll have the Chiefs heading down to Houston to take on the Texans. And then on Monday night, it'll be an NFC North battle. Vikings and Bears from Soldier Field.
Traditional rivals getting after it one more time.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. He's in a groove right now. 2 sacks last week. Also got AFC Defensive Player of the Week for that effort. Another sack right there.
He just innately understands how to get to the quarterback. He's going to be blocked differently each and every time. He knows how to counter, how to adjust, and how to get home, as they like to say.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Room here to run. He's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there. Either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
Remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. Here's Luck now on second down. Flush to his right. His throw caught right around the 6. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Oh, how about this on first and goal? Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now the 49ers going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. One receiver left is Hilton. Now Luck on third and goal. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Aaron Lynch in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3.
How about the run out of Vinatieri? Had 2015, 25 straight to close it out. 2016, 19 more to set the all-time record of 44 straight field goals. He's been doing it for a long time. Could he be a first ballot Hall of Famer?
Well, let me ask you, do you think so?
It would tell me that the game has evolved the way people think, and I think he deserves it.
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and that'll bring up second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him, they've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Here we go now. Leopard. No. Check. Patriot. Watching that body.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. And another timeout taken by the Colts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Returnable here from the 38. Great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. On 1st and 10, Locke. Going for a right side here, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now a 1st down throw, Locke. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. From the gun, here's Love. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
That's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers.
And before we could even hear from Larry, we're back and ready to go in Week 5. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. handoff as they run the counter play. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's Beathard to throw, and he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded just inside the 20. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their play.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27 and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it when the other direction had some blocking and picked up a touchdown.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Gonna give this time to the tailback, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Time running out here on the play clock. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And that is incomplete.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
The Colts send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. To throw is Beathard. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now Beathard. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field.
All right, now look at 56. Look at 56.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on that run. And while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Margus Hunt in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness that defensive.
And the pressure gets to him again. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
Back to that Philly. Here we go. Detroit.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Jamal Agnew, the rookie out of San Diego. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Robinson. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Here we go now. No, check. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Watch it now, Barney.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware, ball may come your way.
The Niners on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
yeah, it's a moot point. Back to the ground. This time it's Hyde. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Watch it now, Barney. No. Check. Patriot. Here we go.
Defense showing blitz. Back to throw Beathard. Flushed out right. And he's got room. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. To throw is Beathard. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Gold now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They find some open field here. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 3 yards to go here on 2nd down. Beathard. Deep ball for Goodwin. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Gold now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the 2nd drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Now Love. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
I know old school coaches used to just cringe when their quarterbacks weren't in the pocket throwing the ball. Whenever they were outside of it, you could just see them losing their mind on the sidelines. Nowadays, a lot of them like that. Defenses often get confused when the quarterback escapes. Coverages go haywire. But in this case, he didn't take advantage of it by getting set and making a nice throw.
Yeah, and with that pressure coming, maybe he should have just gotten rid of it. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. The Colts send out their punter. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. He'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 24 yards. To throw here. Deep ball for Goodwin. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, That'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
17 yards on the pickup there and also a first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
That is incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Gone! Let's go! Ooh, landed! Watch this out, Hardy! Detroit! Leopard!
They'll throw here. Beathard. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. They'll look to throw here. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football. Incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And they give this time to the tailback. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Luck in the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Luck. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
The Colts send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A big hit. Knocked out sideways. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
No, Jake, Patriot!
Here's Beathard to throw. Flushed. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jonathan Bostic in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
No, check, Patriot!
Back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
The Niners on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 17. On play action, they'll throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. And the Colts coming out now. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Had a nice move but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So they're operating in the red zone. Throwing now, Luck. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Out of the gun, Luck. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Again, Luck. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now Luck on 3rd and goal. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. They snap it to Locke. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this.